Hello, this is a short presentation on how to bring your PowerPoint slides over to a YouTube lecture using just standard equipment and programs. It describes how to add narration to your slides and post them on YouTube as an online lecture. The presentation is given by Steinar Thorvaldsen at the University of Tromsø, Norway. What you need to do these things is quite simple. You need a PC with a microphone, and you must be able to run Microsoft PowerPoint 2010 or later, plus a YouTube account that you may obtain for free. By this equipment, you may easily export a standard PowerPoint lecture to an online version. All work may be done in-house by yourself. There is no need to go to a special studio to do the recording, and there will be no need for support by technical personnel. You will simply be your own producer in a way. There exist several types of microphone with different sound characteristics, often called polar patterns. First we have the omnidirectional pattern, which record sound in all directions equally. The unidirectional microphone records sound in one direction only, and cardioid records sound across a broader pattern at its front. The bidirectional microphones record sound from two directions, like the number of 8. Some microphones are attached to the PC via USB, others by mini jack plugs. A few things may be remembered when your sound quality is to be considered. Keep the microphone near the source. Avoid background noise. And remember that sound level may shift in the transitions between the slides. And a good mic will record high quality. Before we describe the production pipeline, I will also give some theoretical background for reflection and motivation. Classical lecture has, as we know, survived at our universities and schools for hundreds of years. This kind of observation, that items presented both visually and verbally are better remembered, gave among other things rise to the so-called dual coding theory, first proposed by Professor Alan Pavio of the University of Western Ontario in Canada. The theory postulated that visual and verbal information are processed differently and along distinct and separate channels with the human mind. Both visual and verbal codes for representing information are used to organize information into knowledge that can be acted upon, stored, and retrieved for subsequent use. The dual coding theory was tested in a series of studies by Richard Mayer and colleagues at the University of California. They also applied the theory to multimedia. Mayer and his associates has documented that students are better able to transfer their learning given multimodal instruction. In one of their studies from 2002, they presented the following principles on how multimedia learning works. First, it's their multimedia principle. Use narration and animation rather than narration alone. The contiguity principle. Present corresponding narration and animation simultaneously rather than successively. Spatial contiguity principle. Show text as near to the animation as possible. Coherence principle. Eliminate unneeded words and sounds. The modality principle. Present words as narration rather than as on-screen text. Redundancy principle. Present narration and an animation rather than narration, animation, and on-screen text. And finally, the personalization principle. Students learn better when words are presented in conversational style than in formal style. The steps described in the production process is not very complex. First, you finish your PowerPoint slides as normal with all text, pictures and animations. Then we have to add the audio, and this is done in the next step. Select Slideshow, Record Slideshow in the PowerPoint menu. You may choose to narrate a complete PowerPoint presentation from the beginning to the end, or each individual slide. You must expect to train a bit on this process, but the best way to do it is by trial and error. Richard Mayer's principles on how multimedia learning works may be helpful. Then you need to save your narrated PowerPoint presentation. Save the PowerPoint presentation in standard PowerPoint file with the recorded voice, but also save the file as type Windows Media Video, which is available in PowerPoint 2010. This may take a fairly long time. This file format is compatible with YouTube requirements, and this video file may be uploaded to YouTube.com. YouTube will convert and store the file as a flash format that will be fully accessible on internet as a streaming video file. And this is how to upload the movie to YouTube as a next step. Go to YouTube and sign in. Videos can be high definition, up to 2 GB in size, and up to 15 minutes in length. There also exists support for bigger files than this. Just click on My Account and upload video. When you upload to YouTube, you will be asked for file name and description, any tags you want to add to the video so that people may easily identify it, and the category under which it should be placed. You may also select the video to be public or more hidden and available only to those who know the direct link to it. Wait till YouTube have finished the uploading process of the file and given it a link. This may, of course, take some time. So for the summing up, create your PowerPoint slides, add narration, save as Windows Media Video file, as well as saving in the original PowerPoint format, upload to YouTube, share your link with your students so they may listen to your presentation. The result may be viewed by any type of PC or mobile devices. You will find more on producing good multimedia in the literature listed here. I give 3 references from Mayer and 2 from Pavio. I will also add that Microsoft deserves an acknowledgement for allowing video formats in the unused version of PowerPoint, and YouTube for allowing free use of their streaming server. Thank you very much.